guys, girls. What's up? I think I am live now. Gosh, darn it. A little frustrating. Again, OBS. Still learning it. It's funny, I started the stream saying it's day 11, and I'm still learning how to fully operate all of this, getting the flow down. And I wasn't even talking to myself. That's how bad I'm doing right now. So struggling out the gates. I think I'm live right now. Should be, but I'm not 100% sure. So it says I'm streaming, it says I'm recording, it says I'm broadcasting. I think I'm good. Um, Let me just double check. Luckily, I checked it all, otherwise I would really be. There we go. Okay. There I am. All right. Fighting Theta, fighting myself. So today, welcome to the small account challenge, the $10 challenge, 11, whatever you want to call it, small account challenge. I started the day off with the account at 1177. It is currently at 948 after making 2 trades. So I'll dive into those details towards the end of the stream and do a recap on those. And then I'll clip that up later. So if you don't finish the stream or whatever, you can check that out later too. And for all those people wanting to join the challenge, this is not going to be easy, you guys. And I can tell you right now, this is almost the hardest time to start. Is when VIX is where it's at right now. So time, theta, not on our side. And today was a perfect example of how you can even get in at a good entry, be on the right side of the trend all day long, and yet still have to cut a loss. So it is unfortunate. My trade did go green at one point, but I wasn't able to get out in time. It was a flash. So we'll go over those details, and hopefully that can help you guys. So let's get some tunes going. I think I got this all squared away. Start off with the Temple of Treasures, huh? I feel like I've started with this too many times. We'll start with the first one on page 2 of 700. And I currently have no filters on the mood or genre, so let me know. Taking requests for moods and genres and the combination of the two. So far the record for the least amount of options was 5. So that's the kind of thing we're doing around here while fighting Theta. This is too slow for me. Golden crawfish. All right. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Here we go. Picking it up. All right. Let's move this back over here. Now I got NVIDIA up right here. If there's anything you'd like to see put in place of it, let me know. Happy to drop that down there. And I just noticed my chat's not loaded, so let me pop that up. Alright, come on, baby. Alright, I think we're good. We shall see. Either way, we'll get to it. So I'm trying to see if we have another possible move. Now with $2 buying power, it's going to be hard. But like you guys saw yesterday, it is possible. So, unless you're ready and waiting, you're not going to have any chance of hitting that opportunity. So all you can do is prepare. Preparation causes preparedness. Gotcha. Pretty mellow vibes. I turned the music up a little bit from where it was yesterday. I feel like it was just too low. I felt loud on my end, adjusted some things. I think we're good. Now I know it usually takes YouTube, I'm not even joking, 20 minutes of me streaming for it to really start getting an impression. So just kind of hanging out. Hopefully we get a nice flow of volume to pour in. Also going to share this in Discord if you're not in Discord. Link is down below. And also please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I greatly appreciate it. Whoa, I'm leaning on my keys up here. Alright. Copy. And also today I want to dive into the Hashinaki over on Investopedia. So we're going to go over that definition and take a look at that and start playing around with those a little bit more. It's supposed to start raining here anytime. So if you hear rain, let me know and I'll try to adjust the mic settings. And I think we should be able to take that out pretty easily. All right, on to the next song. Packed. Now we are gonna go with how we feeling about Theta today. I'm kind of pissed about it. It's really driving me nuts. So I'm gonna try to stay calm, cool, and collected. What's gonna keep me the calmest? Some calm, smooth jazz. This is definitely gonna bring us elevator music, 100%. 47 songs. All right. Most recently added, Bassa Sansa by Quinces Morera. There we go. Pretty chill. All right. Now watch this option I freaking cut losses on earlier start print. Oh no. Alright, so the 566 put is what I would be most interested right now with my current buying power. And earlier I was holding the 565. So as you can see, I ended up cutting losses on that at 2. Right when we were breaking trend to the upside, and it just, confirmed that it wasn't gonna continue. So we will go over that shortly. Hopefully we don't just chop around for the rest of the day. It could happen though. At least we got some cool music. Pretty calm. Okay. Now if you're just dropping by, I guess first impressions matter. Here we are though. I don't know what to say other than that. I just want everyone to learn how to trade. You don't have to come from any background. One thing I love about it, doesn't even matter what your base of knowledge is. You can learn everything you need to start for free. Just take the time. And, track your trades. That's very important. That's something we're going to do here on the challenge. And we're going to go over them each day, which is, it's going to be my version of tracking it. If you guys have watched my videos in the past, you see on my notebook how I've gone about it. And I can also, bring that up too. I've thought about writing it out, with a Apple Pencil or something and doing it on the screen. But yeah, trying to keep my life a little simpler right now. So I do hear the rain coming down. Sounds like we are getting some late showers. It's supposed to rain all day here now. They don't call it Washington for nothing, folks. I almost immediately feel colder though. Alright. I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna share this on Twitter, which I should definitely make a habit of doing. If you're not following me on Twitter, you can see it right there. And Instagram. I'm honestly not very active. I should be more active. Especially Instagram. I'm almost non-existent, but just holding it down. Holding it down. I think I have a second Instagram maybe that I'll use more for that content. It's actually Cactus Pat Plus. I think. I don't even know if I really want to shout that out right now. Because it used to just be like just a fun account where I do like dad stuff, I guess. Which was RC cars, things with weightlifting, a lot of stuff you guys already know I'm interested in. But yeah, there's some cool RC videos on there though. I definitely recommend there. A couple funny edits. One of this lady on Dr. Phil who's clearly had too many drugs. Oh man. And yeah, speaking of drugs, I was watching Theo Vaughn's podcast with Mark Cuban earlier. Pretty interesting. Don't know if you guys have any thoughts about either of the two. Been a fan of Theo Vaughn for a long time. Um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Long time. All right, sharing this on Twitter though, and we'll see how it goes. Consistency is key though, right, you guys? So live streaming, definitely still new to. Trying to figure out good formats and flows to make each day a little bit easier on myself and a little more entertaining and educational for you guys. So that's why I'm trying to do things like the Renko video and Hekanashi, which I feel like I'm butchering that pronunciation each time. And things like that. I want to learn together. I want to share what I already know. And ultimately, what I would love to see one day is tons of you guys saying how you're financially free and, learning how to trade has changed your life. And whether it was just, someone else and I was a small part of it, even if I can just get that dream kick started. There's so much money out there. We just got to go out and get it. So, waiting on support to break. Now, again, interested in the 566 puts. Very small account challenge, you guys. Not for the faint of heart, but it can be done. If you want to start trading and you're tired of paper trading, and you don't have a lot of money to lose, there's always a place to start. And now, right now, the one benefit of VIX being so low is contracts are cheap, yeah, but they don't move for crap. And I don't think I'm far enough in the stream yet to swear, but you know what I'm saying. They don't budge. So VIX is very low right now, and that makes a small account very hard. Starting a challenge when it's, in the 20s, 30s, it's much easier. The little moves in the market move the contracts more, which just gives you more opportunity to get in and out. Now today, Theta kicked my ass. Now hopefully, ass isn't a bad word. So bear with me, YouTube. Help me out here. But yeah, Theta kicked my butt even though I was in at the right time, caught the nice trend because of the size of the contract, because of Theta, just not getting out on the one good opportunity I had. It is what it is. What's up, Isaac? Good to see you, man. Yep, it's one step at a time. It took me years and years to become profitable. Probably 3 years of trading consistently. And I still have my red days for sure. This account particularly, I have barely paid any attention, and it's just been just run down. I've done things without I bought contracts and forgot about them, done stupid stuff like that because it's so small. It's easy to not take serious. But when you do take it serious, you notice a big difference. And base hits add up quick. So they count right now currently at 948. Very hard to work with. It was at 1177 this morning, which was slightly better. And I had one red trade, one green trade, and it is what it is. So I was holding an option that just fizzled out. You can see my entries and exits right here on the minute chart, and I will spend some time at the end of the stream to go over this and do the recap video and then cut that out separately. But yeah, it can be frustrating, and especially if you're not aware of things like VIX that affect so much of the trading. Because when I first started trading options, I've heard of VIX. I know it was the volatility index, but I didn't truly understand how much it affect everything, especially on a day-to-day basis. And so once I started trading consistent contracts that were, around $10, I would start to notice as VIX changed, those certain price ranges becoming more or less expensive, and things like that. So it really does make a big difference. So just being patient, trying to get a good timing, will make all the difference in the world. Also, just being grateful for green, locking in when you can, and just walking away is the best move you can make. So again, still on this downtrend. You can see I actually cut my loss right here at $2, and that contract's still only one. So I could get back in for the same price, but it's not worth jumping in right now while it's in this range. We'll see if it continues. What's up, James? Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys very much. You're here at the very beginnings of the streaming, so I definitely won't forget these names. It's kind of like when I first started posting the videos, you know, all those the new subscribers and all of the people that were first commenting, like I still remember those names and I'll still see them today, and it's a really cool feeling, honestly. So, you know, very small channel still, long ways to go, of course, but we'll get there one day at a time. So watching to see if SPY can hold support. Now again down here you can see I have the TTM squeeze indicator with the RSI. I just use those as extra tools. Now with the TTM, it's pretty you know, it's pretty easy to look at and see once it's oversold in this area, it wants to turn around, and you can just look and see historically how that reacts. Once it's overbought, you know, it turns green right here, and that's when you can kind of expect it to reverse. But just use that as a tool alongside the price action. I never solely rely on any of that. And the RSI, relative strength indicator, you know, you'll watch it ping pong around between 30 and 70. You know, 70 being overbought, 30 being undersold or oversold, sorry. And just, you know, use those as extra tools. I don't like to get too complicated. You know, this is already almost too much to look at as it is, but I've just kind of gotten used to it. But I like the 2150 and 200 moving average, and then I like to flip through the times. You know, this is the 1 minute because, you know, day trading, this is what I really like to look at. And then on the right hand side here, I'm kind of keeping my eye on some of the bigger stocks. I'm looking for them to lead the way in any direction. Kind of like Nvidia was doing this morning. And then it kind of fizzled out. So it looked at one point right here, it looked like it wanted to continue trend. Now, if you were following this trend right here, you could have got faked out. So just something to watch for, and that's why it's good to draw the trend lines. Now, speaking of trend lines, we do have the trends we drew the other day on the hour. So let's take a look at those. Now you can see it broke through it on the hour chart. Now I think I actually made a bigger screen. Aha. A little easier to look at. Wait, does this even change? It looks like my screen's frozen. Is that right? What is going on? What's happening? Okay, I don't know if it's frozen for you guys or not. Let me know if it's froze. What you should be seeing is me flip through different screens on Webull, and I went to the hour chart full screen. But I don't think it's changing on your side. So that's cool. Another struggle. Well, oh, it is? It is changing, or is it froze? And also the delay between when I talk and you guys hear it. Okay, frozen. Wow. Is this? Now I can see it looks like the music's not frozen. Oh boy. So I'm just trying to stay calm now, I guess. I don't know why it's froze on your guys' end. Really not cool. Let me see if I can I don't know. This is new. This is a new technical glitch I haven't had to come across. Okay, thank you, James. Yeah, it looks like one of my monitors is froze on the stream, but it's not in real life. Now maybe... Alright. Let me try one thing. Okay. Wait, did that work? I think it worked. Hallelujah. We are in business. Forgot what I was doing though. Just joking. We are looking at the trend lines I drew the other day, and you can see we broke out of the uptrend. Broke out. So we'll see where we land for support. But just going off the moving averages I have here, you can kind of see pretty quickly where you'd expect support to be. Now we did, wait, where is that? Yep, 561 being the major strength of support, but if you look at the chart, you know, you would expect it to bounce probably more around 565 to 563 in this range. But because of this gap right here, I expect a strong move to the downside once we do break support at 566. So we might fall back into this downtrend that we drew and follow it along to support at 564. Just my current hypothesis. Alright, let's go on back over here. See if we can catch a trade. Like we saw yesterday. I mean, that thing ran like 500-600% in the last 2 minutes of the day. So just trying to be very patient. Now my futures account today, luckily it's just the practice account. I was trading options and futures at the same time. Totally forgot I was in a futures trade and got stopped out twice. I did that. So yeah, not only did I get stopped out, it was for a huge loss. So the account is basically almost back to where it was. So that's why it is important to pay attention, folks. Because I'll just go over there right now. There you can see down 997. It was 1,000 something. I wasn't even sure if I was locked out on the day. I took one more trade just to check. And I was just like, oh my god. So you know, don't be stupid. We all make mistakes. This was frustrating. But right here is the Heikinashi, which we're gonna dive into later. The 3-minute Heikinashi. So yeah, frustrating. And the way the market's playing, I was just like, I don't even know if I'll see another good opportunity to dig my way out of that. So that's what happens when you don't take things seriously, you guys. That's why it's important to practice the same disciplines in practice and in live. So a small account will really teach you how to be strict, 100%. You know, my rules for the small account is I'm trying to not let one contract go more than a 50% loss, which is very aggressive. And today it was a $5 contract and I cut it at 2, which was frustrating. And at one point it hit 7. But yeah, it was very annoying. That thing took up too much of my time today. I was just like, are you kidding me? Not only did it take my time up in options trading, but it distracted me in futures. So a little annoyed after that, but you know, just being real with you guys. So it's starting to rain, but I don't think you guys can hear. I think we're pretty good. All right. It's almost time to change that mood and genre. If you guys have any requests for mood and genre combinations, happy to oblige. Right now I'm just trying to stay calm after being pretty frustrated. I did catch one good move in options out of the 2 trades I took. One was I was very happy with my timing, entry and exit. Oh. Now I'm distracting myself. So I need to watch this order book closely. Watch to see if these 2s get bought up. It's not going to happen if we don't get a strong break. And even if I do get in, it's going to be very risky at this point. But looking at the chart, we do have some room to go to the downside. If it does happen, it is it's only $2, so low risk, very high reward. Very high. But $2 of a $10 account, that's the 20% risk on your account. So it is good to look at things in terms of percentages. And it can also help you from being frustrated with taking, small gains. If you look at it as a percentage gain, it can help you be more patient and not blow up your account because you're impatient, which is probably the #1 way people blow up their account. Chase trades, revenge trading, just getting impatient, not waiting for a good setup. I know that's certainly what it is for me. I trade my best when I'm just patient and I wait for the moves that work best for me. But even when, you know, the setup looks perfect, there's no guarantees. Market will always humble you. This music's giving me Christmas vibes, though. I don't know about this. A little too slow. All right. Let's liven it up. That's right, James. Patience. Patience is key. All right, we're gonna go bright. Bright R&B and soul. South Street Strut. Here we go. Diving in. You heard it here first. This is the South Street Strut. Almost said South Side. Okay. Let's take a look at this order book. I'm probably gonna have to lock it up here. Is the whole thing? Nope. I like to see the whole thing because I want to see when those threes pop up. You can see right here I have the order entry in place. Always prepared. If we do get a big move, this is going to be one of the last opportunities of the day. And I'm willing to get in at 2 and out at 1 if I have to. You can see the contract below this one is still the same price, so there's a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm very glad I cut losses on this earlier. So I don't even know if I'm going to go for this. I'm only going to take this position if I see the threes come up here and we're down to, you know, 1,000, 2,000 contracts left of the twos. But the order book will help you be patient, because if you're just watching the chart, you might have just hopped in there looking, oh look, there's the chance, there's the opportunity. The order book didn't move though, so it's all relative to your account size. Oh, there it is. The threes are starting to poke their head out. But you know, not holding my breath. Is that the shortest song in the world? Moonquake. I like that. I don't know what that is. Does the moon have earthquakes? Does anyone know? Are there earthquakes on the moon? Besides when an asteroid hits it. I feel like these are good questions that no one's asking, to be honest. Alright, we're getting a bounce. Let's see what the 572s are looking like. I mean, you could kind of call that a bounce. Looking over here on the hour chart on all these, you can see they're holding on. They look pretty bullish for the most part, looking pretty strong. Even Microsoft breaking out of that sell-off the other day, coming up on resistance, winding up. I believe there's some sort of meeting today around 11. Let me see. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Governor Adriana D. Kugler. Yeah, I don't know if I'll look into that. I don't know if I'll watch that, I mean. This beat seems... I don't know. I guess I'm still making my assessment of it. I just turned it up like half a decibel for you guys. How is that? I feel like it's too quiet for you guys. Or I'm just too loud. I don't know. Whenever I listen back to it, I'm like, I think it should be louder. But maybe I just like loud music. No, I probably prefer music over the sound of my own voice. That's what it is. Which might be a healthy response. I don't know. Alright, the beat's picking up. It's giving me like I don't know, some Sonic vibes back in the day. Anyone have that Sega Genesis, the handheld? Man, thing was a beaut. It was like this big. Way ahead of its time. I used to play Sonic all day on that thing when I was just a boy. Put double A's in there. So fun. Way before the Game Boy. Actually, I don't know when the timeline. Don't quote me on that. Way before Game Boy Advance, though. Let me say that. Alright, market. I need you to pick up. Low volume. Even Nvidia has relatively low volume. Oh, we're gonna move. This would be my luck. Yesterday, I was too busy talking and walking. Didn't take a trade, and it was a beautiful move. Today, watch today not even happen. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I hear an army helicopter right now. All right, music. The heist. Let's go with that. Trying to steal money from these damn market makers. These hedge funds. Give it up. Tired of your shit. We're a what? How far? We're a half hour plus in. I think I can swear now. Hopefully. All right. The heist. Let's get this loot. Oh, okay. Come on, threes. Show yourself. Show yourself. How far you want to drop. I'm going to shrink this up in case of a big drop. It's frustrating when it drops right out of your sight. Alright, okay. Come on. What are these doing? 569s are dancing right now. Oof. Not too far away from us, you guys. Not too far. One trade at a time, we'll be there. And these puppies can run from 20 to 70 just like boom. I'm not gonna lie, trading with $2 is one of the hardest things you can do. Other than trading with $1. Which, you know, obviously. Oh man. As you can see, you have to be very patient. Luck has to play on your side too, you know. Obviously being prepared, technical analysis, that way you can make your own luck, per se. That's really what it is. Just being stubborn. We need volume. I was thinking about taking a call on Nvidia this morning. Like early this morning. And it actually ran, I think, 30 to 50% after, you know, I was contemplating it, but I'm glad I didn't. 'Cause right now it is $3, expires in 2 days, and it was looking like Nvidia wanted to continue trend like it did. I think yesterday, let's see. Yeah, yesterday was nice. You know, it popped, sold off, and then really ran. So I was thinking maybe we get a small repeat of that, which we kind of did, but I missed most of the move. You really would have wanted to get in earlier, which I did not. But usually NVIDIA options are very expensive, so to be able to even touch them with a small account is definitely not something you can do very often, especially profitable. But these ones expiring in 2 days, you know, if the volume was right, definitely could have printed today. It would have only taken a few dollar move, which it was capable of doing, but did not. So, you know, sometimes when SPY is just fizzling around for a while, not really moving, I start to look at some of the other big stocks to see if they're moving more, because there usually tends to be one that's kind of moving more than the others. And you know, just gives you more opportunity. The ones I really like to trade would be Apple, SPY, obviously. Not Tesla. I haven't had the best luck with Tesla. But as far as the big ones, Apple is probably my favorite to trade. That's when the volume's in there and it's really moving, you can see some nice trades. If it's on the slow choppy day like today, do not waste your time. Actually, wow, I got Nvidia twice. I don't know why it does this to me. Trying to always make me look like a damn fool. All right. So yeah, Apple. When the volume's in there, you can, man, I've had some great swing trades on Apple too. So Apple's a beast, but not every day. So SPY selling off. Are we gonna sell off hard? You know, lots of room to drop. Volume is low though. 27 million volume and too quiet in here for me. All right, next combination. Wow, this was a small one. 13 songs, you guys. So this number 2, Bright R&B, and honestly, I can't even remember what the other combo was. So this game's not going so well. Um, man, what is ambient? What do they have in here? I feel like this is gonna be creepy, like growth/decay. Dare I? I don't hear anything. Pretty much what I expected, and that's terrifying. All right. Wow. Whoever's listening to that, I hope you're doing okay. Um, let's see. I don't remember what we were on R&B and soul. Let's switch it up. Go for some funky hip hop. Oh, I starred that one. I don't know what it is, but it must be good. 86 songs. I guess we'll start with this one. Hopefully I don't sound like an idiot. I don't know. Um, okay. Bouncing. See, this is why you don't chase. This is why the order book is so helpful. Level 2. Best $3 you can spend in a month. I don't expect SPY honestly to do much in the next 15 minutes, but you never know. We saw this pop yesterday, which was nice. We have a different setup happening right now, though. Clearly, quite the opposite. Alright, beat's picking up. Hang on, guys. Taking us for a ride. I honestly don't know why I started the song. starting to get a little embarrassed. It really needs to turn itself around quick. Alright, 567s are now. Price drop. No longer interested in the 566. These ones, at least the 3s are on there. We'll see what happens. It's gonna need to move though. But we're much closer, you know. 13 minutes on the day. 567 is really not that far away. But we don't have shit for volume. I think this music is stressing me out. I don't like that it's just randomly changing paces. What is this? Goji Berry Beat. Alright. Yeah, I don't think anyone liked that last song, to be honest. People probably unsubscribed. Hopefully not. If you're new here, please subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. And smash that like button. Helps me out a lot, more than you guys probably realize. If you've never made YouTube videos, I mean, the likes, the comments, all that help a lot with YouTube pushing it out and giving impressions. So thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. Now let's see if we can get a move here, huh? Zoom in on these over here. Hopefully I don't freeze my computer. Nvidia looking to break out in the last 10 minutes. Okay. Now we are still in this descending formation, but it looks like we could break out. But if you draw a line right here, you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Whoa, that was a little sloppy. Doesn't have to be perfect. So slightly breaking out, but you can see it did that before, and see if it holds. And I'm talking about Nvidia right now because it has been one of the leaders on the day, so it could help. It could help influence SPY. Now we're at a good rejection point, and you can see. I don't know why I have the exponentials on here. That's too much. I am becoming less and less interested in even trying to make a trade. To be honest, I might just move on with the small account recap, call it a day. As much as I want to make a trade, it feels like I'm just trying to force it right now. Meta pulling back. I'm zooming in a little too much here. So it doesn't have far to go for support. Apple at resistance. We'll see how it plays off here end of day. Tesla has been on a decent uptrend, but again, it is at resistance. You can see it's tested this level several times. Microsoft fizzling out. Nvidia, same. So let's take a look here, see if I can pull up a contract that might move. See, these are only $1 right now. This is the hardest to trade. Can be done. Now I don't even have one within range unless I go for this $1. Yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, let's go over to the trade analysis on the day. Don't chase, you guys. There's always going to be another trade tomorrow. Always a good setup to come. You don't need to try to force a small trade just because you haven't traded on the day, or just because you had a red trade and you would like to end the day green. It can also set you up to be more frustrated. So wait for those good setups and trends, which are definitely harder to catch end of day, but you can. You know, again, yesterday we saw a nice contract run. 500 to close to 1,000%, depending on what your entry was. But let's go over to small account challenge, and we'll break down my trades for the day. Actually, I don't know if the screen will work. Well, I guess it will. So I have my orders over here. Orders right here. That way you can see the timing. Just to confirm, obviously, I'm completely transparent. Never make anything up, lie, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. There's too many people out there that'll just lie or false advertise or whatever the case might be, just to try to trick you into to get you in their system. Man, I feel like I'm going straight conspiracy theorist right now, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. So always transparent here, always will be, and that is the key to success. So here we are looking at the 1 minute chart, and I'm going to go over here so we can see it bigger, and we can go over my trades, and we can talk about them. So trade number one, I got in right here on this put. I got in for $5, held this for quite a while, as you can see. Total time held, I got in at 8:15, and I held that for, what is that? Until 14:27. I don't know what the math is on that. But from 8:15 to 12:07. Anyways, I held it for a long time, about 5 hours. Let's just go off the hours. Close to 5 hours. And it was in a downtrend the whole time, but Theta worked against me. So you can see entry right here, and it was going good. I had one good opportunity to get out right here, where it actually ran to $8 was the max ask, and I could have got out at 7, but unfortunately did not quite get the exit. I even entered an order for $6 just so I could take my money and walk away with that small gain, but it just moved too fast. That's the 1 minute chart. If you look on the 15 second, you can see how quick it really happened. Down in less than 15 seconds and up in 20. So that part was very frustrating. I was already holding it a while and then missed that good exit. So that's all part of it, though. Some days with Theta, you're only going to get so many exits, so be ready to capitalize on them. If you're not sitting right there when it happens, this 1 minute of time, you can miss out on your opportunity. So and then my next trade of the day. So while I'm still holding this one, frustrated, I almost got out again here. It was another, right here, it went break even. And then again, right here, another break even opportunity. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep holding it. Now I would have probably sold it earlier, but because it was right in that line of possibly, really exploding, I was just holding on to it. Now for my next position, I took the 573 call. I got in at 1354, and I only held this one for 3 minutes. So this is really one of my bread and butter trades. What I love about trading. Did I even put the entry? Wow. All right. So I didn't mark the entry, I guess. I thought I did. So I got in at 1354. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confusing myself. Okay. So I got in and out right here. I was confusing myself with my other position. You can see I got in over the break of resistance right here. Now, once I saw this bounce here and it looked like it didn't want to continue, which it didn't, this was ultimately the low of the day on my side. All right, let me take a quick hedge here so I can at least catch part of this move to the upside. And if it does keep running, it could turn out to be a nice trade, but at least I could recover some losses. So that's what I did here. I got in and out in 3 minutes and just took that quick trade from 4 to 5. So a small gain, but when that's $4 was about half my account size. So it's all relative. So 4 to 5, I don't know, what is that, 25% gain, something like that. So, it could be more, it could be less, but I'm grateful for green, even though it was only one of the two trades. Starting with a small account like this is very easy to blow it up. So be very careful. And this box right here, again, that would have been the ideal exit, but did not quite get it. So frustrating, but it's all part of trading. So hopefully you guys can take some lessons from this and learn from it. And this is episode 1 of the small account challenge. So join along, paper, real money. I'd love to see you guys in the comments and hear how your guys' challenges are going. It will definitely put you to the test. And again, because VIX is where it's at right now, it is honestly not a good time to start a challenge like this. It's only making it harder. But VIX could start rising tomorrow. We'll see. While we're on the topic, let's just take a look at the 4 hour on VIX and see where the next potential is. So, we are kind of at support around the $15 range. And, just a couple weeks ago, we were bouncing, we had an explosion off, close to this range. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get some more volatility. I would appreciate that. That would make this challenge go much easier. Today, for example, if VIX was up in the 20s, it would have been an easy exit. And I wouldn't have been fighting Theta so hard. But, that's all part of trading options. Be aware of Theta. Even though I was in at a great time, I rode that trend all the way down. If this was futures, this would have been a huge gain. I would have been making money all day until right here. So just be aware of where you're at and what your account is. And, I wish you guys all the best. If you have any questions, comments, I'd love to help you guys. And Powell speaks tomorrow. Thank you, James. Let me actually go over to that. So it looks like Thursday is a big day. Lots going on Thursday. I was trying to see. So 9:20 a.m. I believe that's 6:20. So right before the market opens. It's a pre-recorded video, I guess, that's gonna drop. So that should be interesting. I wish we could watch it now, but I'm sure they're holding some sort of information. It's probably just a recap of the meeting last week, but sometimes those can cause some volatility in the market. So thank you, James. I appreciate that reminder. And again, if you're in Discord, I send out these in the schedule section of the Discord. I can't think of the words right now. My brain's a little fried. But anyways, I do post this up in there, so if you guys are wondering, but you can also just go to the Federal Reserve and look at their calendar that way too. But trying to share as much information as I can. There's too many paywalls out there. Let's make it all free. Let's do what we can to help everyone succeed financially. And I just want everyone to be happy and healthy. And on that note, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you guys have a great day again. Please hit that like button if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow.